They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Right back to him on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mason. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And Hill running right through it. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Arm. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they run. It's Mason. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Set! Green, 39!
Now Mason. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed!
Mason. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out come the Dolphins now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. A dump off for Mason. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gone! Now let's go!
He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Gibson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. This throw caught. Right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll run him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run for it with Mason. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They run it with Mason. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is brought in by Gibson, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Hey. Detroit. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Reuben Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue, landing.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Akello Witherspoon.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Detroit!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.